It's really inspiring to be here in Balcombe on my second visit to see how much the anti-fracking protest has grown and developed and got stronger. And I'd really urge people from all around Britain, if you possibly can, to get here and show your support in the coming days and weeks, where I'm convinced it's only going to get stronger and give a stronger message to David Cameron that we do not want fracking in Britain. There's three main reasons for that, why we should not be going for the fracking option for our energy future. First of all, we have the issue of local environmental impact. Huge numbers of lorries, big lorries on our country roads through our villages. And there's also the issue of water. Each well uses up to 1 billion gallons of water. This in a country where many farms and many towns and villages are already struggling to get the supplies they need. Those are the known environmental impacts. There's also the concern about the risks of methane in our underground aquifers, the water supplies, and the leaking of chemicals from fracking into those aquifers, and once they're polluted they can't be cleaned up, and into our local environments. So those are the local environmental risks. But there's also the bigger global issue of climate change. We know that we have to keep 60 to 80% of the known fossil fuel reserves in the ground if we are to avoid catastrophic climate change. We should not be looking for more. We need to be thinking about how we can keep what we've got in the ground. And then finally, there's the issue of cost. If we follow George Osborne's dash for gas, we're going to be locking ourselves into a high-cost future. The International Energy Agency predicts that by 2020 we're going to see a 40% rise in the global cost of gas. And the price will be volatile. Whereas if we invest in renewables, in solar, in on and offshore wind, and eventually tidal, we know what the sun, the wind, the tide are always going to cost, which is nothing. And that's what we need to do, to develop those industries, create those jobs, and do the serious energy conservation work that we need to do for Britain's energy future. Fracking is a 20th century dinosaur. We need to develop 21st century technologies for our energy future.